Yeah, I have to talk about tonight on Comrades Assemble. About to assemble as Comrades. Like, comment, subscribe to the PSN Commands Network. Subscribe to the Life of Tone channel for all your loads test reactions. Subscribe to a lot of fashion channel for all your fashion and men's streetwear and fashion tips. Let's get right into it. Like, comment, subscribe. Right to today's video. Welcome back to PSN Command Network. Your boy Tonka, a tech. Back with another video. AGT, your glory to God. Father God's right now, God's open doors. And pay way for all people those that put in today's video. I'm here at the Washington Commanders. But tonight we're going to assemble as Comrades and talk about the Washington Commanders. And we're going to Dallas week. So quick verse of the day before we get too far into it when we get right to today's live stream. I know how we do on the channel on these specific streams. I give the panel to you guys and let you guys comment and talk about what you guys want to talk about. Also, I give my own thoughts as well, but maybe about you guys. I try to make this about y'all and talk about the Commanders with you guys. But I'm not the main attraction to that stream. So you can call that number right there if you want to talk. Also, you can click the StreamYard link over there to talk as well. This is from Ephesians chapter 6, verse 2 and 3. So honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, so it may go well with you, that you may live a long life on the earth. So that's just, I'm saying, if you honor your parents and you do as your first commandment, you will be able to live a long, prosperous life on the earth because you follow that commandment and you made that promise to God. Let's get right to it. So, two straight losses. We lost to the Eagles on Thursday night. Last Thursday night got spanked. And then we lost to the Steelers. So now we're 7-4 in the season. It's Dallas week. We got the Ops coming to town. So in a not a must-win game for the Commanders, but a get-right week. We have some tough weeks, especially offensively. Jaden Daniels struggled a little bit. Was not the best in the world. Also, the run game has not been the best lately. But yeah, it's all good though, because the Commanders going to bounce back. I trust in my Washington Commanders. We got the squad. We got the gang. I believe that Jaden Daniels. Now, help people talk what Cliff Kingsbury said presser today. Talk about how the injury affected Jaden a little bit and affected his play calling a bit as well. So I feel that, and I don't disagree with that. I understand where he's coming from with that. But yeah, I just think that I think he had to. I think he had to overcompensate, but he could have compensated a different way. They could use the run game as a way to overcompensate a little bit as well. But yeah. That's kind of that on that one. Also, I want to talk about the what Joe Wood Jr. had to say. He said that the defense has been playing pretty well. Jeremy Chin has been a guy that he's been keeping his eye on. He's been playing really good ball. I like to hear that. Jeremy Chin has been balling lately, and I like what I've seen from Jeremy Chin as of late. And I hope he can continue to ball out like this because he's been a phenomenal. I like what I've seen from him. So I like what I saw from Jeremy Chin, and I like what that Joe Wood Jr. had like we saw from Jeremy Chin. He also talked about Mikey Samerstill and saying how Mikey has been a very instinctual, a very good football player, and using his football IQ to make plays, not just athleticism. That's beautiful as well to hear. Mikey, I love Mikey Samerstill. That's probably one of my favorite commanders on the team. And he's been doing some good things. I like what I've seen from Mikey lately. And I hope he continues to keep doing what he's doing because he has been phenomenal. And hope he continues to be like that because I need Mikey to be Mikey because he's him. He's definitely our best corner right now with Marshawn Lattimore still being out with the hamstring. They say they've been working them out a little bit on the side field. This time he's not going to play this week again, so I don't expect him back to after the bye week, which does suck. It does suck. Can't lie to you, it does suck. At the end of the day, it is what it is, and you gotta live with it, right? Gotta live with the not consequence, but live with the results of him not playing right now, him being out with the injury. I hope he's back before the end of the season. I like to see him play a little bit in 2024 before we move on to the offseason. So hopefully he can play this year. But yeah, as for Cliff and the Daniels injury, let's look at the presser. Take a quick look at that, actually. Let's take a look at that real quick. I want to see something. Let's take a look at that real quick. There might be a lot of nuggets from that one. I want to see. I want to see. I'm very, very intrigued. So let's watch the presser together. Let's see what Cliff's talking about real quick. Let's see what he's rapping about real quick.
No worries. All good.
Cliff, what's prevented you guys from executing as an offense the way you'd like to the last couple of weeks, and how do you improve that?
In what regard? Obviously, the Thursday night game was not our best, but like when you just overall execution, you say. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things. Played two really good defenses, first off, and then just having the ability to be on the practice field, continue to get reps together and build. I think this is the first week we've been able to do that consistently as a unit, put in a full week, and so hopefully that pays off. But, still had a chance in the fourth quarter. Our guys battled even when we weren't playing our best, which I appreciated, but just nailing the details, calling better plays. I mean, overall, collectively as an offense, we can be better. And I think a week of real practice will help that.
Is there anything specific or different that you focus on with Jaden now that he's back to practicing for the first time and, consistently in a month?
Yeah, I think you just get back to the basics, the fundamentals, and really hone in on those. I think anytime you have a couple games that, aren't to maybe the level we all want to be at, you narrow the focus, and it's like, hey, let's nail the footwork, let's nail the reads, progressions, the base stuff, and start there. And he's a guy who, when he is working at it, he works really hard. He's very focused, and so this week has been good to see him back out there going full speed and getting the reps that I think will help us play at a higher level.
Hey, good afternoon, Coach. Talking about heavy tendencies, right? When heavy tendencies are working, there's no problem with having those heavy tendencies, but when a defense kind of shows the rest of the league the way to kind of shut down that tendency, do you take that one experience and say, okay, we got to change some of this stuff, or do you make the NFL do it multiple times before you feel compelled?
I'm not. Which tendency? Maybe this will help me out. Which tendency?
Specifically, Terry McLaurin lining up left wide split.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can't tell you that. That would be because then teams may use it against me. So
I got you. Yeah,
especially this week. But yeah, definitely got to get him the ball more. So a tendency of not getting him the ball, we got to give him the ball more. I'll say that.
Combining your own previous head coaching experience with what you've experienced here in this go around in the NFL, is there anything specifically you would want to take with you if and when that next opportunity comes for you?
Yeah, I think I definitely have a new perspective, and being around DQ and just the way he carries himself, the consistency in his approach, his attitude, the way he treats players, he puts players first in everything he does. You come in on Monday, win, lose, or draw, and it's the same guy. And I think that being from my seat, being able to step back and see it from the 10,000-foot overview after being in that seat for 10 straight years has really helped me kind of see what I would want to be and who I'd want to be if I ever chose to do that again.
Hey, Coach. Running game, you got Brian Robinson back in the lineup the other week, and now you're at full speed again with all of your backs back there. Could you talk about a little bit about having them all back and what that enables you to do offensively?
Yeah, I think he and Austin are a great combo, and obviously when Germany's had his opportunities, he's done really well. And then C-Rod did a nice job when he got his number called. So those guys feed off each other, they push each other really well, and being able to have Austin some of that pass game stuff, what he does after catch has been really impressive. And B-Rob for the tough yards in between the tackles, he's a physical runner. So it definitely helps our attack be more balanced when we have all those guys healthy and going full speed.
And speaking of healthy, could you talk a little bit about the offensive line and having some bodies back there and what that means this week against Dallas?
Yeah, Dallas is a challenge. There's no doubt. They've been a team that's played at a high level for a long time. I know their struggles because of injuries, things of that nature recently. But anytime we can get that O-line feeling healthy and have the depth we've had and have 6 and 7 guys that we know we can rotate through and play at a high level, it definitely helps our confidence as a unit.
Of course.
You got to be a head coach really young. And I wonder, when you get that responsibility and those stresses at such a young age, how do you avoid like burnout? In this industry where there's so much stress and so much responsibility.
Yeah, I always just brought it back to the players, but definitely, especially going to your alma mater, and you're 33, and it's a small college town, not a lot of things to do, not a lot of ways to have stress release. So I just focus on the players. I always found that anytime it feels like it's getting hard or it's tough, you just bring it back to them, and that has always centered me. Same deal, being here. If we had a tough day or whatever, it's sometimes Monday and Tuesday when the players aren't around as much, it's tough. And then you get them here and you feel, all right, here we go. It feels right. So I think if you make it about players and process, and you can always come back to those things, then you have an ability to never get too high or too low.
When you look at the past game, how do you parcel out like the last couple of weeks with Jaden? You said the lack of practice time is impacted versus what do you see there versus these are two pretty good defenses. How do you, I guess, kind of?
Yeah, I think you just take it for what it is on both accounts. The passing game has got to be precise, and you got to be out there going full speed with your receivers to nail it. And then you're playing against two good defenses that make it a challenge, even if you are full speed, even if you're on point with everything. So I think you take both into account, and you just focus on what you feel you can do to get better. You don't buy into one or the other too much and say, oh, it was this scheme or it was just that we didn't practice. You say, how do we get better when we do get the chance to practice?
Did you have to change anything in terms of calls or anything like that because of his rib or anything like that?
I'm not going to divulge what we did while he was, I would say, more banged up, but hopefully we play better this week. I'll just say that.
Micah Parsons, how do you guys account for him this week?
Yeah, Mike is a game wrecker. He's one of those. I thought Jalen Carter had a tremendous game against us. He was awesome and put us behind the chains several times. And Mike is a guy who can do the same thing. And if you don't have a plan for him every snap, it takes one snap for him to take the ball away, and all of a sudden, it can be a long day. So he's a guy you got to have a plan for. He's dynamic, plays hard, and he's one of the a handful of guys in the league that can really change a game by himself.
Take two more. I don't think he is like this, but is Jaden Daniels one where, if he has two not as great games that you have to worry about confidence or anything like that, or is he pretty much?
No, he's pretty much who he is. I mean, he's competitive as all get out. And like I said, for him to put us in that position in the fourth quarter in both games to even have a chance to win, I thought was really impressive. And he's very tough and very competitive, and I know he earned a lot of respect from his teammates just by battling the last few weeks.
And Tyler Biadasz, just how much did you know about him? Obviously you knew of him, but did you know him much coming in, and what have you kind of learned from him?
No, I didn't. But we were thrilled to get him. He comes from Dallas, where I know he was really well coached, and his college program there at Wisconsin was really well coached, and he's had success everywhere he's been. And I think that's the thing that jumped out to me. They won a bunch of games when he was at Wisconsin, won a bunch when he was at Dallas, and so he's used to winning. He expects to win, and he brought that attitude with him here.
I'm not saying this is happening this year, but historically your offenses have declined a little bit in the second half of seasons. Are you aware of that, and is it important for you to break that trend?
I would have to see what you're talking about historically.
Why would they bring that up, bro?
Yeah, I don't have any plans to do anything to break that trend that I know of. Yeah. I would have to see what years you're talking about. So I was thinking about doing triple option. Is that what you're thinking? I don't know. We're going to do what we do. So.
He said, we're doing triple option. Go ahead, gang. Yo, Cliff is stupid. Also, we got some nuggets from Cliff Kingsbury. One was that Jaden, he even nudged that he adjusted play call a little bit while Jayden was out. Also, he talked about having a full complement of running backs back, and what does that mean for the team and things of that nature. And also, he brought up the fact that Jay's not as banged up as he was before. So it's like he's getting more healthy now, which is good. He brought up the fact that the lack of practice time and practice reps hurt them a lot. And that makes sense. When a guy's banged up, he's not practicing but on a limited basis. So he's not getting normal reps he would get during the week. My fault. My lighting almost fell. So excuse me on that one. But yeah. My fault. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm gonna drop my whole lighting setup. But yeah. So when you don't get the practice reps, now you're kind of under the 8 ball and you're not as crisp offensively, right? So that kind of hurt a little bit when it came to Jayden and the offense. Let's get it from Joe Witt Jr. now too. I want to see what Joe Witt Jr. had to say as well. Very, very curious about that as well. Let's see what Joe Witt Jr. had to talk about. Did he pull up today? Okay. Okay. Did my man pull up, bro? Did my man pull up? Did my man pull up? I gotta see my man pull up. That's my man. It's my man right here. I ain't gonna lie. I rock with Joe Witt. Joe Witt be talking his ish, cuz. I rock with bro. Bro be talking his ish, cuz. OG be spitting. Let's see what OG gotta say, y'all. All right, come on, bro. Pull up, bro. What you doing, bro? Get in here, bro.
So I know we've had 2 games since I last been up here. I'm just gonna discuss the Philly game, and if you want to talk about Pittsburgh, we will. The Philly game, it's disappointing that we played defensively well for 53 minutes, but it's a 60-minute game, and so we talk about finishing winning moments. And we didn't get that done, and it's disappointing. I know people want to say that we got tired. Well, that's why we roll with a deep crew. I don't believe in excuses. We're here to win, and we gotta win. Okay, all right. And so I thought the men did play hard though, and they executed the plan the way that we wanted to go. They ran and hit, and for 53 minutes, it looked the way that it's supposed to look. And now I got to do a better job of getting us to play 60 minutes of football. Okay. And hopefully with this next opportunity that we have with Dallas, we'll get that done. Talking about Dallas a little bit, had the history there being there the last couple of years. Have a lot of respect for the men in that room, coaches, players, ownership, front office, everybody. It was a good place to be. Okay. And then I know how hard those players in that locker room work and how they prepare and how they get ready. So this is going to be a very, very hard game. A lot of respect for Cooper Rush. We won a number of games with him as our quarterback when we were there. So I know he can play winning football. And so this is a game it's a divisional game. All right. It's the next game. That's why it's a big game. It's not a big game because of any other reason than that. It's the next game. But we got to do our job, all right? And that's play 60 minutes of hard-nosed football and get to turning this ball over, and so we can get back in the win category. All right, with that, any questions?
When you talk about like winning plays late in the game, are there examples?
I love this man. This man don't play no games, Slim. My man got right to the ish. He said we got to play 60 minutes of football, and we got to smack these Negroes in the mouth. I love it. Sorry, Joe Witt Jr., bro.
That you're able to point out.
Start again, please.
When you talk about like winning plays at the end of the game, like, make those winning plays, those winning moments. Are there examples that you pointed out to your guys? Like, this is an example of this situation where could have done something better? Or is it more play calls? What does that boil down to?
Well, we didn't get the the fourth down there. All right, they hit the explosive pass. Okay, all right. Well, we had opportunity. We got the ball out. We should have picked that ball up. Okay. The 2 big runs that they hit late in the game, we were in run defenses. I know a lot of people say, we're trying to protect the corners. We didn't protect the corners at all this game, okay? All right? Those guys went out there and covered. Mikey played a heck of a football game, all right? Juice and Mike Davis, they played good football games. They went out there and covered. We didn't protect them, all right? We were in the run calls, and the runs got out, all right? So we got to play them better, All right, we were in the cause that we wanted to be in. So that's where I'm disappointed. So because we hit it early, but it's 60 minutes.
And you got a chance to see CeeDee Lamb up close, obviously, for a couple years. What makes him a unique or special receiver?
Well, CD, first, he can play every position. From the receiver standpoint, you put him in the slot, he's quick. He can beat you over the top. He is great, not good after the catch. He's just excellent. So that's why they put him in the backfield sometimes and toss it to him. He's a good screen runner. He can catch the ball on different locations and different planes. He can contort his body. I think he's just an excellent football player, and he's tough. He's just a tough individual. I used to like to say there was only two of those guys, him and Terp, that really would come over there and come in the defensive room, because defensive guys are a little throwed off, and he would come in and sit in there and go back and forth with those guys. And so I have a lot of respect for CD. Like him a lot. He's a good dude.
Does the familiarity from both sides, does that make it easier or more challenging?
Probably more challenging, because I was with Mike for a long time, 11 years in Green Bay, 3 years there. We've had a lot of conversations. We do this thing called Cross the Hall there, where the defensive coaches go work with the offensive players, and so I've gone back and looked at all my Cross the Hall meetings. What have I told them that's difficult? And same thing with Kellen. He, the big play, he sort of hit us on something that I said in one of those Cross the Hall meetings was difficult. But I knew it. We already knew that was going to come, but he hit it, and so that's part of it. When you're at an organization and you're trying to win, you're not trying to hold anything back. But when coaches start going to other places, information goes with it. So that's part of the NFL football.
Hey, man.
Dante Fowler, just the job he's done here, just his production here. Kind of, what have you seen from him just in his comfort level, and just what he's been able to do?
Dante, I was in Atlanta with him, Dallas, and now he's here with us. He's a guy that I just knew if you gave him the right opportunities, put him in the right spots, he can produce at a high level. He's a guy that has tremendous bend and balance around the corner. The thing that we talked about going into this year is finishing on the quarterback. The past couple of years, his sack numbers haven't been as high. He's beat the tackle. He just hasn't controlled and finished on the quarterback. And I give all that credit to Ryan Kerrigan. All right. He's done just a heck of a job taking Dante, and once you get past the tackle, control to the quarterback and finish. That's really what he's worked with him for a long time. And it's showing in the production that Dante's having. So that's all Ryan right there.
Do you take notes when you're in these cross the hall meetings about what you're telling other coaches, or is it just, hey, I remember I told Kellen this? Or
I have my whole presentation. I have every presentation since I was in college. So I went back and looked at the presentation. I have everything. Yeah.
And you do that regularly?
When I'm playing somebody that I know, yes. Because I know, if I've coached with you, I want to know exactly what I've told you. So if you're going to try to hit me on it, at least we can prepare for it, And so, like Kellen, let's put, for example, the sack that Oos had. Frankie Luke. Everybody asks me who Oos is. That's Frankie. Okay, all right. San Fran hit the same. Go back and look at it. San Fran hit the same. They tried the same trick play last year and beat us. They scored a touchdown on it. All right. In the same area against a fire zone. Well, I ran a fire zone right there, but I ran a different one. We did, and we sacked him because I figured he was going to copy that play. Well, he did the same thing. So it's just a chess match back and forth. Sometimes I get him, sometimes they get us. That's just what it is,
Is that something you learned from someone, or you just have always done that?
It's just being in NFL football. That's just, it is what it is. That's why we, like Mike Thomas said, that's why we get paid what we get paid. It is what it is.
Hey, good afternoon, Coach.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Mikey Sanders still obviously has been very impressive. If you can isolate one thing, what's impressed you the most about him on the outside, and how does that kind of fold in or factor into Marshawn Lattimore as he works his way onto the field?
Mikey is just a high-level competitor. That's what's impressed me the most. He doesn't shy away from anybody that's in front of him. We asked the young man to play inside and outside early. And for the betterment of the defense, I say, okay, we're going to put you to the field, all right, and you're going to stay there. And he's made it at home, and he just looks really good, comfortable, understand the checks. He's not playing like a rookie. He doesn't communicate like a rookie. If you've talked to the young man, he's very polished. He's very mature, and so, but just the way his competitive spirit is what I'm most impressed with. With Marshawn, when Marshawn comes, then we'll make those decisions right there. I haven't thought about that until he's been available.
And then kind of the flip side of the advantage disadvantage conversation, Doran's kind of shared with us that he knows all those offensive linemen in Dallas, and he's going to share some tips with guys. How much of an advantage can that give your side of the ball?
I think it gives us some of advantage, because he's lined up and played those guys. He knows how to work them and what they like, what they don't like. So it gives them an advantage.
Okay.
Hi, Coach.
Hey.
Could you talk a little bit about what you like or what you're seeing up front with the pass rush over these last few weeks?
The pass rush, like I said, they rush as a unit, and that's what I really like. When you add Frankie to the rush with Dante and DA, Payne, all those guys, they rush as a unit. There's not a selfish guy that's getting out of his rush lane just because I think I can win. And the times that has happened, we haven't won. We've let the quarterback out. And so, and we point that out, that if you're going to be selfish, the blitz is not going to work, because it's put together in a way that we want to put a wave at the quarterback. We don't have independent contractors. If that's the case, we'll just rush 4, and now you can just cut it loose and go.
And what are some key focal points that you said that we have to do this week on defense?
December, January football, February, hopefully. We got to stop the run. Like that's the number one thing that we have to do, right. Not shine away from. That's we looked at the process over these last couple of days of, all right, how can we be better with it? What do we need to do from a coaching standpoint, player standpoint, from a practice, how we're implementing, the techniques, just back to the basics, because you can't give up I think we're at 150 yards a game. You can't do that and think that you're going to win in December football. That's just not how it happens. So we have to shore that up, and then we have to start producing the ball. All right. I think we're covering the pass really well, but we're not producing the ball. And so I don't care if it's fumbles, interceptions, what have you. We need to produce the ball.
All right. Appreciate it, Coach.
All right. Thank you. Y'all have a great one.
So I like things that Joe Witt said in that presser as well. Attacking the ball. That's something we have to work on a little bit more. We're forcing more turnovers. I know we had the interception with Jeremy Chin in the Pittsburgh game, and we had the forced fumble in the Giants game, but we had to kind of attack a little bit more. I know we said Mikey's a high level competitor. He's attacking the football and doing things very well at that as well. I love to hear that from Joe Witt. Also, what I liked about the presser was we got to stop the run. I completely agree with him. Keep letting the team run on us. Like, you're not going to win in January. You're not going to win in December, let alone January. And you daggone sure going to win on damn February if you can't stop the run. Period. You got to stop the run. And we got to work on that. Run fit, stuff like that. And then also what I like about the pass rush has been improving, because like he said, when they're blitz as a unit, they're not making individual decisions. We're not independent contractors. So I loved everything I heard from Joe Witt. And I think this defense is going to turn up this week. The Dallas offense is not great. Cooper Rush, I know he said, Cooper Rush won some games for him. The defense won them damn games. Cooper Rush is trash. CD's a dog, but CD can't do it by his damn self. And if Brandon Cooks is coming from an injury, how good is Brandon Cooks? I don't know. So, man, I want to blitz the draws off these dudes, man. Blitz them till they can't be blitzed no more. I'm going to take a picture of the 2014 Washington Redskins book when we played the same Dallas Cowboys on primetime football when we were the underdogs and they were the favorites, and we just blitzed the draws off Tony Romo. We blitzed that man so much, he knew it was a casino blitz. But he had no time. And then we effed him up. We were just spanking him for 60 minutes. Blitz. We blitzed the draws off that boy. And we started smacking him in the mouth. Bow. Paul. But that's what we got to do this Sunday. Don't think the Dallas Cowboys have any chance to throw it. Don't think they have a chance to run it. I'm sending the team. The playbook this week is send the team. Just send the whole damn team. Send everybody. Blitz him like it's Madden. I blitz him like it's John Madden. Chief Keef style. Oh, blah. Bang, bang. Man, we gotta spank them boys, man. It's Dallas week. What's up, Cherish? It's Dallas week. We gotta spank these boys. I want to blitz the draws off these Negroes. I want to run the ball all over them. I want to be disrespectful. I want to put our cleats in them boys' helmets and say, stop playing with us. I want to do what they did to us on Thanksgiving. Remember that? We sat there, ate our turkey, and watched them beat us to a drum 45-10, and Deron Bland break records, and Dak eating turkey wings with 8 minutes to go to the damn ball game. You know how disgraceful that was? We gotta give them the same treatment, bro. That was mad disrespectful, Dallas. Mad disrespectful. Y'all want to hide turkey wings in the salvation? Okay. All right. That's cool, Dallas. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, Cowgirls, get ready for an epic ass whooping. Y'all getting one Sunday. Y'all getting epic ass whooping. Belt to ass will be the theme this week. Belt to ass, y'all. Put that in the comment section, y'all. Belt to ass. I'm trying to refrain from cursing, but belt to ass. Everybody make that the hashtag in the comment section. Belt to ass. Like we the father and then the son. That's exactly what we need. Man, I hope we put 50 on it. I love to put 50 on it. Hey man, we do what the Lions do and be disrespectful for 60 minutes. If we disrespectful for 60 minutes, we might. If we put belt to ass for all 60 minutes, we might put a 50. These niggas suck. Cowboys suck, bro. They terrible. They can't. Now, I'm going to give them this. Their defense is tough. Their defense is tough. Micah is a dog. Trayvon Diggs is a hell of a corner. And they got a pass rush for Micah back now, and that could be a problem because Micah's an animal. And he's a game record by himself. Joe Will Jr. ain't lying to you. He is definitely a certified game record. He's a certified dog. Put the stamp on him. Shout out to my Penn State boy. Shout out to bro. Shout out to bro. But yeah, man, shout out to bro. He a dog. But Micah, I am going to triple team you. Micah Parsons is not putting belt the ass over here. Ain't happening. I'll need him to stay his butt on the sidelines and not do a daggone thing. Okay? I need that Brandon Coleman site when I had versus Myles Garrett when he couldn't register a single stat on Brandon Coleman. I need that Brandon Coleman back. I need the Brandon Coleman before Alex Highsmith happened. Alex Highsmith was whooping his ass. And I don't want to see that no more because Josh Sweat was whooping his ass. So I don't need no more ass whoopers. I need him to get back to whooping ass. To get his ass whooped. No more ass whooping. Whooping ass. Okay? I need that. I need that back. I need that back. I need Brandon Coleman to go at the whooping tail, thinking his tail whoop. And that's what I need. But shout out to on the warpath. That's what whooping it earns. That's exactly what we need to do this week for 60 minutes. If JD5 back to being JD5, I need 22 for 30, 295, 2 touchdowns passing, no picks, another 10 carries, 55 yards, and another 2 touchdowns. I want to destroy these niggas. I want to obliterate them. I don't want them to even think this is a game. By halftime, I want them to quit. I want them to put Trey Lance in at halftime. I want them to say, man, we're going to play Demfroy and Brandon Cooks the number one receiver after halftime. I want them to sit CeeDee Lamb down and say, man, we get our ass whooped so bad, ain't no point in putting CeeDee back in the game. I want them to get whooped. I want this to get ugly and ugly fast. I don't want this to be a ball game. I want all them Cowboy fans to walk out at halftime. Take your ass back to Dallas. If you live here, take that Cowboy shit off, put some Commander stuff on. Don't come in here with that bull. Don't come in here with that bullshit. We don't play that over here. Belt to ass. That's exactly what I'm going to do this week. That's the hashtag this week. Belt to ass. I'm not playing with them, bro. Y'all disrespected us last year, bro. This ain't Sam Howell this time. This ain't Jahan Dotson. And I'm Steve Jahan. I don't care. This ain't Jahan, and this ain't no Curtis Samuel. Yeah, this is B-Rob still. We still got B-Rob. B-Rob. Hey. And this not no it's not Tyler Larson. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Charles Little Jr. Brandon Coleman in the house now. Tyler Biadasz, your former Cowboys in the house now. You know what I'm saying? This not KJ Henry and Andre Jones Jr. You know what I'm saying? This Dante Fowler Jr., your former Cowboy, third in sacks in the NFL, fourth in sacks, whatever he is right now. It's a way different Washington Commanders team in 2024, which you saw in 2023 with that bullcrap excuse of a damn roster. This ain't Sam Howell. This JD5. And we putting belt the ass on these boys this time. And even y'all had Dak, we're going to whoop y'all ass. What a man. I know Dak. You think you're going to come in here? Ooh. Boy, you Cowboy friends got me hot. Well, whoop y'all ass Sunday. I can't wait. Woo. You Cowboy fans be giving my goddamn nerves. Not my friend. I gotta say a specific part of your fan base. It's not your whole fan. Because some of your fan base is logical and understand there's gonna be an L. Some of you illogical Cowboy fans, and you about to come in here with Cooper Rush and whoop us. You're crazy. You're insane. Belt to behind. You know what, man? I'm gonna get something. I want the belt extension cord tree branch. I got this too, y'all. I can see this. You don't know. I got this too. We're gonna put this on too. I got everything. Everything in the plow on the Cowboy Sunday. Everything. I got a lamp I'm gonna throw out. Lamp the ass. Selfie stick the ass. Oh shoot. What's up, Gregory? How you doing, bro? I ain't seen you in a while. Getting their players help you on defense. And got two good corners. Hold up, Deron Bland playing this week? They got Deron Bland playing this week? I thought he stood out with the foot. He playing this week? They got a bro coming back this week. They have Deron Bland coming back this week. I mean, that's all right, I guess. Oh, future Washington Commander Deron Bland. We're gonna take another one of your Cowboys next year. We're gonna take Deron Bland from you too. How about that? We love shop at the Dallas Cowboys store. We might just take Deron Bland from you. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all can't really afford him. You got Dak on this retarded contract, and you sold your farm to pay CD. So I don't really got the money for Deron Bland, so we're gonna just take him off your hands. Can't franchise tag him because you do. That's a pretty hefty price tag. So he hasn't played this year either, so I don't think it's worth you franchise tag him. So we'll just take him off your hands, and once we see he's healthy, ready to play, catch a pick six or something, won't be against us because you got us up. But the rest of the season, other game play, but not against us because we're not rocking like that. JD5 not goofy, so we don't play those games. But you see him catch pick six or so. I'm saying, looking at him, and Dan Quinn, I kind of like this Bland guy. Put Mikey back inside. I like this Bland dude. Go get Bland now. If they believe Mikey Sanders still is that dog that I love that he is, that boy's a pit bull in real life. I swear to gosh. Dude's a monster. Love that kid. They believe he can stay outside full time. I'll pass on Deron. I'm good on Deron Bland. He can go somewhere else. But they don't. I don't mind Deron Bland in DC. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hey, that's a good question. Hell if I know. The Cowboys' fall has begun. They about to suck for a long time. Even with that, they're gonna suck. And I love every single second of it. They about to be dog water for a minute. Unless they bring the right coach in there, they about to be dog water for a brick. And us and Philadelphia will be fighting for this division. And we gonna have one true op in the way, and that's the Philadelphia Pigeons. Other than that, I ain't scared of no New York little men. And I darn sure scared of no cowgirls. Them Negroes suck. They suck. Cooper Rush is trash. They got like 5 dogs on their whole team. Deron Bland, Trayvon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson, and Idigazua. He a dog. Other than them, they suck. They suck. Oh, Demarion Overshawn. Like that kid too. So it's 6 dudes on them. They got some legit 6 dogs. Got 6 dogs on a 53-man roster. Or 7. You won't count Brandon Aubrey, I guess. I'm not scared of them bum. Get the cowgirl out my face. We're going to destroy these boys, man. And yeah, I agree. We should stick to the run game. I will run all over them. I will stop a mud hole in these boys. I run the ball so much that, bro, they would love for us to drop back and throw. And when we do drop back and throw, they put that 8th man in the box, Terry McLaurin going to light that boy Trayvon did like a Christmas tree. It's going to be an early Christmas present with Trayvon. It's called getting cooked. Sauteed, deep fried. Extra Obey, extra mumbo sauce. Stop playing with us. Overshaw's a ball for sure. He a dog. He a dog. Dog. He dog. B-Rob and Austin Eckler need to combine for 40 carries. Between Jeremy McNichols, got that go Austin Eckler, he got that go B-Rob. They better run the ball 40 times. I want to see them get punished I want to see them punch in their mouth, our offensive line, just mauling these boys for 60 minutes, putting belt to behind in the trenches. After that, the skill players need to put belt to ass. That's all. Punch him in the mouth. Punch him again, and punch him again. And don't stop until they say no mas. Until they say no mas. They say enough. We don't want no more. He better not. That old mother freaker better not sell that damn team. He better stay that owner until he die. They need to suck. I love to see that screen. I love to see the screen game in general, Gregory. I agree with that as well. I like to see the screen game. I love to see it. I want more of it. because screen game would be nice. Diami, Austin. I don't like it to Terry though, because it's something about Terry. It don't hit right. Something about when Terry catches a screen, it don't hit right. I don't know what it is, and if simply all, it don't hit right. For the love of God, can we stop this greatest Diami? I hate that. It works though. Like it actually works. It works sparingly. Like now, I'm not saying do it like OD, like spam it, but like once every 2 games, and it works. It works. Now spamming it, no, I don't want to spam it. I agree with that. But if they did it once this week, I wouldn't complain about it because we had a 3rd and 16 one time, and it hit for 24. Another time's like 3rd and 8, and we got a first down off of it. It works when it's used sparingly, but when it's used a lot, I can feel that. When they get hip to it, it's like, all right. We Dion on the field, I know it's a screen. Like we know it's a screen. So they gotta kind of break the tendency and kind of, have Dion run other routes, and then we have him out there once in a while for a screen. That's cool. If he Higgins a Peters guy, I don't know. That's a good question. Is T. Higgins an Adam Peters guy? I gotta say, I gotta watch all 22s. I can't answer that question right now. If he blocks in the run game and does it with fierce competitiveness, yes. If not, no. The injury concerns could be a problem, a slight one. I think he could be an Adam Peters guy if he blocks well. Good question. I think what will happen is it'll either go one or 2 ways. It'll go one way is we draft a rookie and pay Terry, or we extend Terry for 1 year and open up a 2-year window with T and Terry as your 2 receivers, and you go from there. Now, I would prefer to draft a guy only because I want another corner. I want dogs at corner. I want dogs upon dogs and more dogs. I take DaRon Bland. I would pay DaRon Bland if I paid T. Higgins. I think T. Higgins' contract is going to go north of $30 million per season. I'm not ready to play that. I think that the New England Patriots need a number 1 receiver that bad. They're going to probably pay T. Higgins over $30 million a season. I'm not willing to outbid the Patriots. I would re-sign Noah Brown. Still got Luke. Still got Terry. Diami, I'm iffy on. If it's modest, sure. I need number 2. I need number 2 in the draft. Just draft number 2 receiver. You can do it in the second round, do it in the first round, but I need it in day 1 or 2. I need that number 2 receiver. And also I think Luke McCaffrey to develop into that potential that 3rd receiver as well. So, or maybe Luke can turn to that too. Who knows? With more developing and off season stuff like that, maybe Luke can turn to that guy. But we do need another receiver. We need another receiver. So I'm not looking to break the bank. I would trade for Christian Kirk because he's a slot guy. So now you can move Luke outside. You resign Noah Brown, come off the bench. And then you got Diami and the rest of them. So I think go like that. You keep Diami, keep Noah Brown. It won't cost you much. You want to keep Alama Zacchaeus? Have at it. I don't know. We'll see. Excuse me. And then you can either draft a receiver. I would trade for Christian Kirk personally. I would trade for Christian Kirk, but we'll see. Because you got to think about Kirk here. Right? He's been productive in his career. He's a Cliff Kingsbury guy. Keep that in mind too. That in mind. And he knows Cliff's offense. Keep that in mind. I know he's not the most talented guy, but he's productive. When he gets the rock. When he gets the rock, he's productive. So I personally wouldn't mind a Christian Kirk. A lot of people don't like Christian Kirk. I don't know for what reason. I don't know what the hell Christian Kirk did on. But I take Christian Kirk in DC. I think that's solid. But back to Dallas, though. Back to that. Man, I gotta play this with my man one guy joke, man. I gotta find this joke, gang. I gotta find this joke real quick for Juan, bro. I gotta play for my man Juan, man. So, my fault. Let me get. Cliff ain't taking a job right now. You got to think the jobs are out there. What job would Cliff want? Would he want the Jags job with Trevor Lawrence? And he's ass? No. Would he want the Cowboys job with Dak and all this money? No. Would he want the Giants job and that Brian Dayball's getting canned? When Brian Dayball gets canned, with I don't know who the quarterback is. Could it be Shadur Sanders? Maybe. No. We have an established quarterback. He doesn't have to be the head coach anywhere. Cliff ain't going. Now in 2026, we could talk. Remember. That'd be the only job, but we know what Caleb is. We're not sure, but is Caleb better than JD5? Think like Cliff. Put your head at Cliff, right? He's still getting paid by the Arizona Cardinals. He's still getting paid a head coach salary from the Cardinals to 2026. And he's getting paid by Washington. Why the hell would he walk away from all this extra money to go with Caleb? We got a better quarterback right here. And he doesn't have to worry about the defense. Yes, the Bears have a talented roster. Cliff couldn't solve their problems. I don't think they even hired Cliff for the offensive coordinator job. Which was a mistake, by the way. I think the Bears are getting Ben Johnson. I think the Bears are getting Ben Johnson. So that ends all of that. I think the Bears are getting Ben Johnson. Just me. What? That's just me. But shout out to Juan guy though. I gotta play for my man Juan. No. About to be. After Eagles. Third. So, all right. That's swole now. 2021 swole. But We won Dallas, man. We got JD5. We got Terry now. Hey, what's a Cooper Rush? I don't give a. Let me stop, man. What's a Cooper Rush? What's a Rico Dowdle? They can't even squabble. Hey, we won Dallas. We won Dallas. We won Dallas. We won Dallas. Whoa. After Cowboys, man. But yeah, I don't think he's going to the Bears, man. Hey, off the bull crap with the Cliff thing, I think Cliff is either going to stay in Washington or the only attractive job that's not the Bears. Because the Bears gonna have some salary cap problems too. Because they got Keenan Allen on a big contract. They got Montez on a big contract too. So that might not be as attractive as I thought. It's not that very attractive. I think the Bears are only attractive job. And with that being said, I think Ben Johnson would jump on that, and that will end that. So, I'm gonna wrap it up here, y'all. We won Dallas after Cowboys. They suck. Belt to us. Like, comment, subscribe. Dallas ain't on nothing. They suck. Cooper Rush is trash. CeeDee Lamb, they got a dog. He's a dog, and Trayvon Diggs is a dog. But Brandon Cooks is old as dirt. Jalen Tolbert sucks. All of them suck, man. They're not ready for no Commanders, man. Let's take command, raise hell on our ops, spin the block on our ops, and put a death sentence on the NFL season. And they looking for Tankathon. But get these niggas out of here. Man. Like, comment, subscribe. F Dallas, man. We want Dallas, man. We want to destroy Dallas. We want to put the death coffin on their season. Nice knowing them. Adios, cowgirls. See you in 2025.